Okay, Rob.
Ruben, it worked so hard to get in the game at the end of the first half, and then the second half just seemed to be completely detached from what you've done in the first half.
Yeah, when we suffered the second goal in the beginning of the second half, we went down, and we need to be better in these moments. We need to control it. We cannot. They are already a really, really good team, but then with all the mistakes that we make during the game, help the opponent to win confidence and to win the games.
Chris.
It was a pretty tough day for Al-Sack. I did 4 goals, and that 4th goal was hard for him. What you think?
Nothing. I'm going to continue to do the same. We are going to analyze the game, but we need to focus on the next one. We cannot change this one, and the next one is massive for us. So let's focus on the next one on Thursday to play better and to win the game.
John. Ruben, you obviously made a lot of changes today. There was obviously a calculated risk ahead of Thursday. Any regrets about that?
No, nothing, because we did mistakes and they were better. Even if we put a different 11, we don't know the results. But then we had to make choices, and we played 3 days ago. So, and you can see with Josh, he was fresh, but he had some problem. So sometimes we need to make choices, and then we don't know the results, even with a different 11.
Samuel.
When Josh came off, did you have to start prioritising the second putting midfield? You made a couple of more changes.
Yes, I will try to. I was waiting for 60 minutes more or less, but then with one stop, I was getting a little bit not afraid, but trying to avoid any more problems.
With the goalkeeper situation, will he be back in consideration to start against Lyon?
You guys have to wait. We are going to start the next week tomorrow, and then I'm going to choose the best starting 11 for the next one.
Carl.
Mr. Amorim, this result means Manchester United have the lowest Premier League point for the ceiling. How did Man United go? On Wednesday, you said we have 1 extra second on the ball is completely forget. Newcastle made sure you didn't have that extra second.
No, the first part of the question is the reflection of our season. So we need to accept that and to move forward and try to do things so much better in the future to don't have this kind of season. And then you can see some goals that they were doing high pressure, and we lose the possession in some moments, in some spaces that we cannot lose the possession. So we need to improve in a lot of things. And again, our position is the reflection of our performance this season, and we have to accept it.
Pete.
Hi, Ruben. At times, there was some decent move that you put together today. Can you take positives after a result like that from the better football you played?
It's really difficult to look at the best things. The best thing is to focus on the next one, analyze this one. But it's really hard to be here after this result and to try to see. Maybe in few days I will watch the game and try to take that. But in this moment, it's really hard to have any feeling of a good feeling about the game.
Last question, Rich.
Harry Amass made his first start today. What did you make of it?
I think he did. I think he did quite well. He catch a player that is really fast. He made his debut in maybe one of the hardest stadium with one team that is really in the good moment. I think he did really well. So he needs to continue, and we need to help all these young kids to perform in a higher level.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.